Hello, my name is Brooke. For those of you that do not know me, I am the owner of Socially Brooke, a social media marketing company helping businesses elevate their social media with strategy, content, and organic engagement. I am bringing you this podcast, Socially Unapologetic, so that we can talk all things business. As a business owner myself, going on 4 years in November, I know how hard it is to run a business, to own a business, to do all of the hats of a business. And when I first started, I wish that I kind of had that guidance of where to go, what to do, how to do things. So I wanted to bring together this podcast so that we can all come together and answer each other's questions, have that safe space. I'm going to bring on guests that are going to talk about their experiences. I'll tell you about my experiences, and that we can kind of work together and be a big community helping each other. Okay, let's get into the story of how I started Socially Brooke. So I started my school journey back at Guelph, started with sociology. It was okay. It's not really what I wanted to do. I really had no idea what I wanted to do with sociology. So I fast tracked that, and then I did my post-grad in marketing management. Loved the program, but it ended right when COVID started. So I kind of was like, what do we do now? I started working as an intern with a PR company and doing their social media. Loved it, super great. And then going into the November of the first COVID year, so 2020, I started up my own business, started helping other people. And then that's how we all kind of got running. No idea how to start a business. I was like Googling it. What do I do? How do I sign up? Literally registered as a sole proprietor. And then because of all of the COVID, I worked in a restaurant. So I was on the CERB payments because we were just doing takeout at the time. So then when I did it as a sole proprietor, you made that money and then I had to pay it back, and it was just chaos. So really wish I knew what I was doing when I first started, but now I'm incorporated almost 4 years later, and it was probably the best decision that I ever did to help me with my money. And these are all things that we'll talk about. Like, I tell people my experience all the time with how I started my business, how much I had to pay in my first year taxes, how I did that, why I did that. And at the time, I literally felt helpless. I was like, owning a business sucks. I do not want to do this. I just lost half of my money that I thought I had. So in the first year, made a lot of mistakes, but that's perfectly normal. I started to get a lot of clients. I was really focusing on my referrals. I wasn't doing much of my own marketing. I was building up my own Instagram page at the time. It was going well, but I wasn't really focusing too much on that. I was just having referrals coming in and everything was running smoothly. I then hired my first employee. I actually had her as an intern, and then I hired her as my employee. She works part-time for me now. I think she's been with me for almost 3 years, so it's been amazing. In between that, we've had a bunch of interns come in. I actually work with the Guelph Humber program, so I use their media studies and communications program. I have a lot of students from there that I bring in as interns, and then I kind of hire them on after that if it all works out. So hired on Christina, had no idea how that worked with payroll, all of that. I've had a probably nightmare of a situation with accountants. I have not found an accountant. Well, I do now, but I have had a really hard time finding an accountant because I really need somebody to tell me how to do something and show me how to do it. And I hadn't found that in my accountants. I was really confused why certain things were going this way, why things were going that way, why I owed this, why I didn't owe this. So finding an accountant that you trust and you can communicate with and will be able to attend to your needs is so important. I can't even express it. That is my one major tip to everybody, is like, find a good accountant. You're dealing with money, and if you don't know what's going on, you're just going to be stressed 24/7. I've been there. I know how it is. So trust me on that one. Now I am almost 4 years into my business. I love social media. I have added on services. I've taken out services. Do not try to be everybody's cup of tea. That's another big tip that I have. With business, you'll notice what services you like to offer, what services you don't. And if you don't like a certain service that you offer, a product that you offer, you can either hire somebody else out to do it and white label, which is what I do a lot of the times. So really find what you want to do. Be happy with your business, because it will be a long, miserable time if you are doing services and working with people that you do not align with. So I know that I just threw a lot at you guys, and owning a business itself is super overwhelming, but I want to be here. I want to be like your business bestie. I want to make sure that you guys have everything you need to be successful, whether you're just starting a business, whether you're thinking about starting a business, Whether you are 5 years into your business and you're feeling like you've hit that plateau, I want to bring on guests. I want to bring people to answer your questions. I want to be able to answer your questions, even if we're all in different industries. It's so important because owning a business can be isolating if you don't have people around you that kind of understand everything that's going on. I am Brooke. I am bringing you episodes every single week, making sure that you guys feel comfortable, that you become the best boss that you can be. And I'm super excited to go along this journey with you guys.